In part 1 we published last week, we took a look at the essentials. In this one, we're going a lot more tactical with mindsets that you can incorporate immediately into your life. After analyzing some of the most successful individuals in the world, we put together this list of common traits they share in their behavior and how they approach life. This will help you no matter if you're starting a business, going through college, pursuing your passion, or just living a healthy and balanced life. Here's the second part of our 15 rules to win at life. Welcome to Alux, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Number 1, be intentional. Whatever you do in life, do it because you mean it. Being intentional with your actions means you're the one who's in control of what's happening in your environment. You are a change agent. Things don't just happen to you, they happen because you intended them to happen. If something good happens in your life, make sure it was by design. Be laser focused with your intent so that no matter the result, you can learn to take better aim in the future. This applies to numerous segments of your life, starting with your health, your career, and your relationships. Don't just go with whatever life gives you. Be intentional in your actions and only settle when you get what you want. Look at your current reality and see how many things happened because of you and what events you believe happened to you. You'll be shocked when you realize how many aspects of your life you can actually control if you decide to be intentional with your actions. Number 2, don't fear the future. Only those who don't write their own future fear it. Being scared of what's ahead of you only means that you don't believe you have the right skills to handle what life is going to throw at you. The thing is, the future is already here with every single second that's passing by. You watching this video is you taking the future and making it the present. In order to win the game of life, you need to look into the future and see opportunities, to see the vision for the world in which you are successful and use every single present moment to make that future become a reality. We are all time travelers, okay? Traveling together into the future. Make sure it's a good future because you are the one who creates it. Number 3, don't regret the past. Why regret the past when at the moment you did what you did, you wanted to do it? The past is over and you should treat it accordingly. You can't change it, but you can immediately change your direction in life. Look at your past and see what worked and what didn't. Run this experiment right now on a piece of paper. Write down which moments translated to amazing memories, what made a positive difference in your life, and what you regret the most. In order to win at life, you need to have more of the first one and fewer of the second one. It's that easy. Number 4, if you want better, get better. The universe isn't going to hand you the life you want because you believe you're special or you're worthy. You need to put in the work to get it. This should be your wake-up call, okay? We can't underline the importance of this point enough. If you want to live a better life, then go build a better life for yourself. Do whatever it takes. There is no progress in just standing by complaining or comparing. You are in charge of your reality, and your current reality is a reflection of your current actions. Number 5, have less, do more. Maintain balance. Excess in any form leads to an unbalanced life, and when something's unbalanced, it ends up crashing on the floor. If you're one of those viewers who only reads the last line, you're not going to be understanding what this point is about, because we're a luxury channel. We more or less preach about having more money, more freedom, more in life, and that's a good thing. So this title might be counterintuitive if you don't check out the fine print. Having less has to do with your possessions. Just let us explain. There are 2 types of possessions in life, right? The first are the things you need, and the second are the things you own. Well, it turns out, the more things you own, the more these things tend to own you. Let's say you've got multiple homes around the world, multiple cars, etc. At one point, you'll not be able to enjoy any of them. They constantly need to be maintained. So in turn, now a bit of your time, your work, your skills are no longer working for you as an individual. You're now a slave to things that you don't even get to enjoy. Be as successful as you want. Buy whatever it is you want. But there's a difference between the things that you need and the things that you own. You don't need everything you own, and it's all just cluttering up your life. To be successful, you need to be streamlined, and the best way to streamline your journey is by getting yourself one mentor that can guide you across all aspects of a good life. We call them the 5 pillars: finance, physical health, emotional wellness, relationships, and intellect. And the Alux app has you covered straight across the board. One mentor, all bases covered. Accessing the right coach at the right time is quite literally revolutionary for a person's life. You're able to achieve your goals in a fraction of the time it would take you all on your own. Plus, you're able to learn from other people's mistakes instead of making them yourself. With the right guidance, you'll save yourself time, money, and a whole lot of hardship. And that's exactly what we'd like to offer you. Go to Alux.com/app and download it to your device. Come back here and scan this QR code and you'll get 25% off the yearly subscription. Number 6, choose quality over quantity. Quality is never an accident. It's always the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, and skillful execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Look around you at the quality of your environment. What level of quality are your possessions, your food, your experiences, and your relationships? Is there room for improvement? If you want to get better at life, find ways to systematically increase the quality of your reality without putting yourself in danger. Now, this doesn't mean that you should go out and buy a brand new car just so you can increase the comfort when you're being stuck in traffic. Instead, have a look at the quality of your relationships, at the quality of how you spend your spare time. You'll realize there are so many angles to this which don't require a financial investment, but just a little bit of thought going into it and your entire life can change for the better. Number 7, the small pieces make the big picture. The beauty of life lies in the details, which at the end make the most beautiful composition. When people think about their lives, they usually recall the big moments, a few childhood memories, finding someone special, getting married, having kids, the loss of their parents, and so on. These are incredibly important and should be treated as such. But life is not these moments. Actually, they make up less than 0.001% of your existence. The remaining time is the stuff that you don't remember. That's when life really happens. When you're sitting in bed reading Reddit, when you're stuck in traffic, or when you're asleep. If you want to win at life, you can start by making small changes to these moments. Buy a better mattress and a better pair of shoes. Listen to some audiobooks when you're in traffic, or share the ride with someone interesting. You'll find that these small increases in highly repetitive environments lead to a much higher quality of life, and you'll be a much happier individual in the end. Number 8, don't chase people. Be an example and attract them. We'd rather be surrounded by 3 close friends who are here for the long run, rather than 20 fake friends who won't answer your call when you need them. Life has a weird way of bringing people together, and from our experience, the entire process is hackable, which means you can use it to your advantage. Most people go about this the wrong way. They chase people. They try to squeeze themselves in. That's not going to happen, though. Instead, we recommend you become the person you would be interested in hanging out with. You want to hang out with celebrities? Okay, fine, become a celebrity. You want to be surrounded by quality friends? Well, you better start behaving like a quality friend. When you become the person you want to be around, people of the same quality will gravitate toward you. This is one of those tactics which fairly few people are aware of because it requires you to put in the work. Number 9, everything has a price. People today tend to know the price of everything, but the value of nothing. That's where we see opportunity. If you want to have an edge in life, you'd better invest your time in learning to read the value of things. Everyone can read a price tag, but very few people are able to understand the value of something. We call this life arbitrage, where something is worth more than what the price is asking for it. If the arbitrage is there for us, we make the trade. There's no point in even thinking about it, because you're bringing more value into your life than the amount of money you just traded. There are things in life that are cheap, but very valuable. Just take our channel, for example. These videos are free for you to watch, but that doesn't mean they're not valuable. Same with books. A book will cost you around $15, but the knowledge in it, applied correctly, could generate tens of thousands or even millions of dollars. A single idea can make you rich, so pay the price for things that are undervalued. Number 10. The lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. Very few people's opinions really matter in your life. The rest is just noise. If your goal is to win, you can't allow the words of others to derail you from your goal. Haters are so disappointed in their own performance in life. That's why they're haters. The only way for them to feel better about their miserable lives is to bring others down to their level. You're on a journey to greatness, and their opinions should not matter to you. You are the apex predator of your own dream. There's nothing sheep could ever do that could keep you from achieving that dream, unless you let them. Number 11. Have more than you show. Speak less than you know. Life is all about being strategic with your resources. It's a lot like chess. You should always be one step ahead of your environment. Having more than you show gives you an edge. Those resources are concealed, and you know you can deploy them if it comes to it. Wealth comes from being unshakable. And please note that we didn't say rich, okay? We said wealth. And at this point, we hope you're already familiar with the difference between these two. We've never liked people who talk too much. They're so keen on putting everything they know on the table just to make themselves feel important that it's easy to see that afterwards there was really nothing left behind the curtain. You've probably met this type of person in your life before, so be strategic with your attention, with your time, with your money, and only deploy those tools when they serve your interests or for those of whom you care about. Number 12. Surround yourself with people with emotional and intellectual depth. You become like your environment, so make sure you're feeding off of a quality circle. This video is about winning at life as you know it. And life is more like a marathon than a sprint, right? And there's another saying that we enjoy, which goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Your circle, your squad, your tribe, your team, your family, your friends, whatever you call them, they're your most important factors which influence your chances of making it. You don't need service people, you need depth. People who understand life, who take this seriously and are willing to join and challenge you to become better. Most people are superficial. Having emotional and intellectual depth has become a goal in and of itself. Number 13. Don't go along with the bullshit. Hey, nobody got time for that, right? You need to start saying no to bullshit so you can start saying yes to things that actually matter on your journey. We've built everything on the premise of not bullshitting ourselves and not bullshitting others just for the sake of sounding good, which makes us kind of unlikable sometimes. But we'd rather stick to the brutal truth than pretend everything is okay when it isn't. Because life is not like that. If you go along with the bullshit at some point, you're gonna be so trapped up in it, it'll almost be impossible to escape. Life is not about meaningless stuff, not about doing others favors that you don't want to do or letting others walk all over you. If something is bullshit, call it out, okay? Call yourself out when you know you're lying to yourself. Being truthful about your reality is the first step in actually changing for the better. Number 14. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Nobody cares about your plans until they become reality. The world will judge you based on what you accomplish because, well, frankly, we're all too busy doing our own thing to care about some plans that you have. You know that talk is cheap, right? Everybody can talk. Everybody's got ideas, but so very few take action. How many of you watch our videos but never actually use any of this information? You know it can have a positive impact, yet you choose to do nothing with it. If you want to move ahead in life, you'll actually need to start doing the things that will move you closer to your goals. And number 15, become valuable. Invest in yourself. It pays the best dividends. You are your greatest asset. You are the Rain Man, and you can bring rain into your life. And that's all under your control. A person who's truly valuable will always find a place in the market. They'll always not only be able to provide for themselves and their family, but they'll be able to adapt and acquire new knowledge, which increases how valuable they really are. Becoming valuable is the only way to trade your time and knowledge for things that you want from life. So how valuable are you? How much value can you put out into the world? That's how much you're worth, and the world will reflect that onto your reality. Now, this video has a more tactical and strategic approach than our previous one because we wanted to share this perspective as well. We're not sure if we'll do a part 3 for this unless you guys really find them valuable. But if you're still watching at this point, you're probably a regular Aluxer, so we want to say a quick thank you. We really appreciate you taking the time to go through this entire thing, so we saved a really good bonus just for you. And that is to bet on yourself. Because the only thing you can truly control in this life is your own actions. The amount of work you put in every day, the amount of sleep you have, the type of goals you set for yourself, and nobody has more to win or lose than you do. So why not really go for it? Put in the work, keep focused, and start bringing in those life points. Because look, okay, the truth is, nobody, and we really mean it, nobody wants to be successful more than you do. If you feel that you're ready to put your actions where your mouth is, it's time to cut the bullshit and get busy. After this video is done, take the first step, okay, no matter how small, in the right direction. You know that you have to do this, right? If you don't, it probably means you're not there yet. But if you are ready to bet on yourself, please write, "I am ready" in the comments. This will be the calm before the storm, which is your adventure. Once you post that comment, there's no turning back, Aluxer. Once you write those words, it's time for you to take action.